This radio initially would have been called a shortwave radio, but it was what we eventually would term amplitude modulation, or AM technology. FM technology actually didn't come into existence until the 30s. And what amplitude modulation is you've got a sine wave and you're varying the height of the sine wave up and down in response to the power of the voice or the music or whatever you're transmitting. So you've got a wave that's kind of doing this, okay? And so when a lightning strike hits, or you've got some arcing going on, an old-time telephone was being cranked, those types of interference, you hear static in an AM station, crackling and this sort of thing. If you're in the very northern latitudes, the northern lights and all could cause different things. This all gets into atmospherics of the ether and how good the station was heard. FM, on the other hand, which didn't come in until later, actually plays with the wavelengths and changes the frequency in response to the sound that is being imposed over the carrier wave or the frequency of the station. So it isn't able to be affected by atmospherics as much. So that's why FM was a preferred way to do radio, because it didn't start to get all the snap, crackle, and pop from other things going on, brushes in motors and everything that existed back in the day. If you got too close to some of those, it would cause interference. Perhaps the best way is if you've got an AM station and somebody turns on a hairdryer and you hear the sizzle going, that's the type of interference that you would have had under AM radio and heard on this radio back in the day. Whereas FM is pretty immune to that because it's a different way of encoding the information on the radio wave that you're listening to.